very good morning to all of you. So today we are going to discuss about few laws which are used in the physics, especially in the chapter magnet. Now, what is the difference between laws and the laws and the rules? Rules are meant to be broken, but laws cannot be. It is said that if you broken the traffic rules, then you will go to the jail. But if you broken the laws of physics, then you will definitely go to the Stockholm. Stockholm is the place where you will get the Nobel Prize. So before going to study these laws which are used in the magnetism chapter, we will first introduce with the word magnet and what is this magnetism. So what is this magnet? Even our earth is itself a big magnet. So basically what is a magnet? A substance which attract the pieces of iron, nickel and cobalt. A substance which attracts the pieces of iron, nickel and कोबाल्ट. जो आयरन, निकेल और कोबाल्ट के पीसेस को अट्रैक्ट करता है उस सब्सटेंस को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? मैग्नेट. नाउ हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ मैग्नेट्स आर देयर? Broadly the magnet is divided into two types. One is natural magnet and another one is artificial or the man-made magnet. Another one is artificial magnet. Lodestone is generally known as natural magnet. And in the category of the artificial magnet, we have a lot of type like a bar magnet, a U-shaped magnet, cylindrical magnet, and last but not the least, that is horseshoe magnet. So these are the basic type of magnets are there. Now why do or how do magnet attract the pieces? किस तरीके से अट्रैक्ट करता है? There must be something. So there is a field around the magnet in which its force can be experienced. Just like a simple example of a spider and its web. We all see the movie Spider-Man, but do we get the lesson from there? Just like the net of the spider is here and a mosquito or any insect is coming into its periphery. अगर इसकी periphery में आ जाता है, then it will attract by it. If that mosquito is here, then it will not attract by it. Means there is a something field or there is a something boundary in which the force of the spider can be experienced. Same goes for the magnet. There is a magnetic field around the magnet. Suppose we are taking the example of a bar magnet. See the example of the bar magnet. It has two poles, north pole and the south pole. Around the magnet there is a magnetic field. And in the magnetic field we have magnetic field lines. So if this is a bar magnet, then there are magnetic field lines which are arising from the north pole, terminate at south. They are originating from the north pole and always terminate at the south pole. So what do a magnet has? A magnet has a magnetic field. What is the magnetic field? If we define the magnetic field, then the magnetic field can be defined as it is the region around the magnet in which its force can be experienced. There is no need to cramming. सिंपल सा स्पाइडर का कॉन्सेप्ट है कि स्पाइडर के वेब के अंदर कोई भी एक इंसेक्ट आता है उसको कैच कर लेता है, जब तक उसके अंदर नहीं आता तो नहीं करेगा। तो इसकी भी फील्ड को, इसकी भी फोर्स को हम कब एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे? व्हेन दैट स्टफ इज कमिंग इनटू द पेरिफेरी ऑफ दिस मैग्नेट। सो व्हाट इज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड? रीजन अराउंड द मैग्नेट, रीजन around the magnet in which its force can be experienced. Region around the magnet in which its force can be experienced. Now what is working or what is there in the magnetic field? In the magnetic field we have magnetic field lines. We have magnetic field lines, and these magnetic field lines are nothing but the imaginary lines. These are the imaginary lines which are arising from the north pole and terminate at south pole. Arising from the north pole and terminate at south pole. But one of the most important point is two magnetic field lines. Two magnetic field lines can never be intersect. Can never be intersect. Why do magnetic field can never be intersect? Because if they intersect, or if they do so, then they have two direction which is not possible. If they intersect, then they have two direction which is not possible. Suppose one line is going here and another is going there. So at point P, it has two directions which is not possible. That's why two magnetic field lines can never be intersect. So this is the basic introduction of the magnet. We are not discussing the basic property of the magnet like similar poles repel each other, opposite poles attract each other, because this magnet always exists in the form of dipole. Always exist in dipole means इसके दो पोल होते हैं. So same as we here, this is suppose south pole, this is again south pole, this is south and this is again south. Now this another pole is north one, this is also the north one, so the magnet always exists in the form of dipole. हमेशा dipole में किस करेगी, even आप इसको कितना भी ब्रेक कर लो. Suppose ये bar magnet है, we have a bar magnet here, north and south pole. We broke it into two pieces. We broke it into two pieces. Again it will have north and south, north and south. It means it always exists in the dipole. So this is a simple basic introduction of the magnet. Now we are moving towards the famous and the important laws which are used in the physics and important for the conceptual question for board exam as well as for your competitive exam. Although we have more laws, but we are basically use the three laws which are used in especially class 10, because those are the base of the magnet chapter. So when we are considering about the laws, we are discussed merely three laws. One and the foremost is right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. It simply indicates that you must hold your right hand. So suppose we hold a current carrying conductor. Suppose this is a conductor. We already know that conductor is a piece which carries the current. If you hold a current carrying conductor in your right hand, then the thumb pointing towards the direction of the current and the curl of your finger pointing towards the direction of the magnetic field. So if we hold a current carrying conductor, if we hold a current carrying conductor in our right hand, then this thumb pointing towards the direction, this thumb pointing towards the direction of the current, while this curve of our finger, pointing towards the direction of the magnetic field. The thumb pointing towards the direction of the current, while the curve of our finger pointing towards the direction of the magnetic field. B denotes the magnetic field. B किसको denote करता है? Magnetic field को denote करता है. And one more thing, how can we find out whether the current is clockwise or anti-clockwise? Just summarize or remember these phenomena. For the north pole, we have this type of structure. Means whenever there is a north pole, the current is anti-clockwise, and for the south pole, the current is clockwise. For the south pole, current is clockwise. So this is the right hand thumb rule. ये कैसा होगा? Right hand thumb rule होगा. Next we have another law, Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule. One of the most important point related to Fleming left hand rule is that this rule is used simply to find the direction of the current. This is used to find the direction of current. We already discussed about the current in the previous videos. And another law is Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule. This denotes the direction of the current, while this denotes the direction of induced current. Induced current. One more key concept is there. This is used in the working of motor. This is used in the working of electric motor. What is electric motor? It is a device which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. It is a device which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Now the same thing goes for this induced current that is used for the working of motor. This is used for the working of generator. Now what does the generator do? It is a device which convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. So if we are discussing about the Fleming left and Fleming right hand rule, how can we explain? So first of all, we discuss about Fleming left hand rule. If we stretch the thumb, the forefinger and the middle finger of our left hand, then the thumb pointing towards the direction of the forefinger pointing towards the direction of the magnetic field, and this middle finger is pointing towards the direction of the current or velocity. So you can simply memorize father, mother and child. Father means force, mother means magnetic field, and child means current. The same goes for right hand rule. If we stretch the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger of our right hand, then the thumb pointing towards the direction of the force, forefinger pointing towards the direction of the magnetic field, but this middle finger pointing towards the direction of the induced current. Induced current की डायरेक्शन हम लोग को बताता है. इसको कैसे स्पेसिफाई करेंगे? इस तरीके से. So we are stretching the left hand here. Force, magnetic field and current. Force, magnetic field and current. One more thing. This force, magnetic field. This magnetic field is also denoted by arrow. This magnetic field is denoted by arrow. Suppose you see this symbol. If you see this symbol, dot, it means magnetic field is outward. Magnetic field is outward. While if you see these arrows, it means magnetic field is inward. It means magnetic field is inward. Simply, if the arrow is coming towards you, you can see the simple point. That's why it is outward magnetic field. And if that arrow is going towards the board, you can simply see the cross. It means inward magnetic field. So, Fleming left hand rule, we have force, magnetic field and current. Similarly, for the Fleming right hand rule, we have force, magnetic field and current. Induced current actually. Induced current. From here you can also find velocity. Means in which direction the charge is moving. In which direction the charge is moving. This is one of the most important concepts for the conceptual point of view. For the conceptual point of view, if we can symbolize with the help of fingers. This is a thumb pointing toward the direction of the force. Force को denote कर देंगे हम इससे father, mother and child. Just for the memorizing technique. So these are the final laws. Just go through the video. Try to attempt the more conceptual question as you can. And thank you so much.